Hi everyone, I'm Chris Faye. For today's video, I am going to read from my book, Write with Faye, 10 Sparks to Guide You from Idea to Publication. And the essay I am reading is titled Catching a Spark. And in this book, and also on my blog, I refer to sparks as ideas, inspiration, motivation. For this one, catching a spark, the spark is a story idea. To write a story, you need an idea, a spark that you can lay on a piece of paper to blaze into a book. An idea for a story can be anything. The sky is not the limit. The limit is beyond it. The idea for a story can be as simple as a young wizard boy, J.K. Rowling, a futuristic cop, Nora Roberts as J.D. Robb, or a haunted hotel, Stephen King. You could get an idea from your grandparents' great love story or from a friend who just went through something good or bad. It could be a memoir or a true crime that has always fascinated you. You could also get an idea from a bizarre incident, which is how I started writing. When I was 12 years old, I sat down on a small grassy hill next to my home after a lone game of basketball. I was playing with the sharp blades of grass when my fingers brushed something cold stuck deep in the roots. I thought it could have been a lucky penny or a key to a secret place. Curious, I dug it out and looked at my find. Unfortunately, it wasn't a penny or a key, but a screw. The tip was crooked and it was crusted with orange rust. For the strangest reason, while holding that pathetic screw, a story came to me about an extraordinary girl in an alternate world. I rushed inside my house, grabbed an old notebook and a black pen, and ran back to that little mound of grass to write the beginning of that story. I wrote fiercely, trying to catch all the words stumbling around in my head, and I've written ever since. As you can see, an idea and inspiration for a story, or a series of them, can come from anything. Don't fight to find a story. Let it come to you instead. If you want to boost the possibility of receiving an idea sooner rather than later, books and authors can be a great source of inspiration. Who is your favorite author? Why? Incorporate what you like about your favorite authors into your own writing. This is not plagiarism. This is how you can discover yourself as a writer. What is your favorite book? Why? Draw inspiration from your favorite book to bring your own story to life. Some writers don't like to read while they create, fearing they'll replicate what they read. That's all right. I find that watching movies aids me much more than reading a book, especially since I write thrillers with a lot of action. Are you drawn to the romance genre? Watch your favorite romance films. Are you interested in writing a horror story? Watch slasher films. Remember, this is research. While you're munching on popcorn, jot down notes and ideas that pop into your head. The news is another great source of inspiration. When I was rewriting my first book, I had collected articles from newspapers and jotted down specific notes that I found interesting. It's a crazy world out there. Use it. Watch your local news and read articles. You never know what may inspire you. Once you open your eyes to the world, you will find writing possibilities everywhere. After all, the world is your writing tool. Any experience you've had in your life can inspire a story too. When I was 9, I came home from school to find fire surrounding my home. It was the most terrifying moment of my life. To this day, I still fear fire. If I smell the unmistakable stench of burning brush in the air or see dark plumes of smoke close by, my heart hammers inside my chest. I looked fire in its flaming eyes that day, and it looked back at me. I use my memories of that day for a story. Flaming crimes. Tip: make a list of memories, good and bad, as well as experiences you've had. These can be added to a story. One day, when you're least expecting it, that's when it always happens, your eyes will widen and you'll think, that would make a great story. And voila! Capture that spark with both hands and set it on a piece of paper to blaze. I hope you enjoyed my little reading. If you are interested in finding out more about my book, Write with Faye, you can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, iTunes, almost everywhere. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.